Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming in, make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit, I know these.
Hey, welcome to the National Meat Trader Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Ice Spice. Dude, that new snippet she's got out right now, Ice Spice is going to take over the game next year.
You can't see my face right now, mostly because superheroes got to keep their identity strong. But it's one of shock. Ice Spice, I did not know she had a new single.
It's just a snippet. It's just making its rounds on TikTok right now.
Is someone else like is there like another rhyme? Is are we going down the same path of the TikTok sound?
Yeah, I think one thing you need to really remember about me is that I'm Gen Z in spirit. Like, I don't have boomer ideologies or really millennial ideologies. I'm just
what does that have to do?
I'm basically 22.
What does that have to do with the question at hand, my friend? I know you want to wave the flag for Gen Z.
I enjoy things.
But no one said that nobody was enjoying. I'm just asking, what was her approach? Did she start fucking...
Why are you asking? You know what Ice Spice does. She's going to keep doing that, and it's going to keep being popping.
I don't think you're understanding what Christian's trying to ask. Because I'm
not
understanding what he's trying to ask.
He's asking for a deep dive on Ice Spice, as if there's anything deep to dive on. There isn't.
That's true. I think you can dive deep on Ice Spice.
Although it is speculated that she did clap back on Drake, because she said, what was the line? She a baddie. She knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friends or something like that, which may have been a reference to Drake. I don't think the original line was in reference to Drake, but you guys introduce yourself. I don't want to take over with Ice Spice talk.
You know what? It's already taken over. I'm uncomfortable. Ice Spice. This messed me up. I had to take off my whole bit. This is how bad you just threw me off with that whole thing.
I got you to remove your Spider-Man mask. Oh man, what torment!
I am tormented. I am tormented. You know why? Because I asked for a straight question, like, did she go for the TikTok kind of sound, like formula for them, or did she depart? Because the reason I ask is because of all the interviews I do see her now. She seems like she doesn't really love the internet kind of shot clout that she got. Like, she wants to kind of work for it, is what I gather from her interview.
Oh, so you're saying that Ice Spice, you thought Ice Spice was taking a different direction?
Correct.
No,
she's not. She is taking the same straight and narrow that I love her.
There's a munch, all day, she just came up with another thing. She just
the beat is hard
I
though.
think it would take a while for her to switch creative directions or stylistic directions. It's gonna take a couple songs. She don't got an album out, I don't believe. So it's gonna take a couple years.
It's gonna be a few years, but I'm gonna be here lusting. I actually genuinely like the 4 songs she has out.
Me too. I like her voice. I like her flow. I like her style.
The 4 songs that she has out. Yeah, it is.
I think it's I don't know if 6 or 7.
That one where she says is, I know you're from the Bronx, so you'll do me dirty or some shit like that. That
we both from the Bronx, so I know that you dirty. I felt that on a visceral level.
How do you feel that, Joseph?
Because of all the niggas we know who are filthy niggas from the Bronx. We've seen it all. Oh,
yes,
you're
right.
Bronx niggas are very filthy, and I love that Ice Spice called attention to the filthiness of the Bronx. But introduce yourself.
You're a
we have an
intro too. You're just from the Queens.
Yeah, no, it's light. It's light for that. So it is.
You need to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting back the gimmick back on because you just disturbed me. It is stressed out Peter Parker. You know why? Because it's the holidays, and the holidays don't stop for superheroes. Is all I'm saying. So I don't understand Aunt May's ungrateful ass always talking about when rent's due and when the light bills behind. Yeah, ma'am, at this point. Get it together.
You want to have this debate? Because I have very strong negative feelings about Spider-Man, but I'll let Thrillah introduce himself.
Whoa, strong feelings.
I just think it would be fair if Aunt May told Peter Parker, look, I know you have this more obligational ass shit, but you out here climbing walls and you can't bring home some fucking money. You got super strength.
Thank you.
And you can't rob one of these bitch ass niggas on the block. You can't get a single bill paid. You out here taking pictures for this newspaper, this conservative newspaper, pushing all this fake news and media agenda, and you can't put bread on the table. Nigga, you're a human fucking spider. Get it together. It is.
I agree.
Thriller from the
I
Breeze,
agree.
AKA Peter Parker. Come on, bro.
I
Let me
agree.
tell you something about Spider-Man. Because here's the thing. First of all, you got Aunt May. You have the powers of a thief. Like, this is an old school thief. You can like ascend from walls, climb walls, jump through lasers, and you got Aunt May on a fixed Social Security income, eating cat food. Like, nah, bro. Like, you need to. You're not a good guy. Not to mention the fact. Here's the thing too.
When are we going to pass the buck?
Let me finish.
The buck has to be passed. The buck has to be passed.
No, and you know what makes me mad too? It'd be one thing.
She's an adult.
It'd be one thing if Peter Parker's villains were like strictly, Morbius or the Reptile, like mutants and monsters and aliens. But you literally go against Kingpin. This nigga has like a vault of money at all times that the FBI is just gonna seize anyway. Bring a few racks to Aunt May real quick before the FBI takes Kingpin's money for evidence, bro. If you you want to fight crime, that's cool. But Kingpin already commit the crime, my G. So you might as well take a few racks and say, hey, Aunt May, don't worry about rent for the rest of the year.
Just put it in the bag.
So what if 2023 is the year of the spider, and I do take that, and I just take that, and I take it, and I take it all, and then I become Kingpin.
Maybe
like
now you're taking it too far, and that's how it all gets fucked up. That's how it all gets
fuck
fucked up.
that. Fuck
right?
that.
You just need a little
I like that.
JanSport bag full of some of the racks. So your aunt, who's been taking care of you,
a JanSport bag. Hold on. How much does like $1 million weigh? Okay,
because you don't need all that. You don't need all that. You don't need that.
But you do.
Need a quick little 20 racks. All right, because your aunt's eating cat food, bro. Cat food.
Yeah, because she let the house get into repossession.
Spider-Man, like, when did that come out? Like the 50s? 20 racks is a lifetime.
We're talking about 2022. 20 racks?
2020. Well, I don't care about 2022 Spider-Man and fucking Tom Riddle or whatever his name is. That's a fucking Harry Potter character. What's his name?
Tom. How are you hating on Tom Holland?
Holland, yeah.
What do you mean, how am I hating on? I feel like
because he has Zendaya?
After all these years.
I'm sorry.
First of all, I actually dislike Zendaya more than I do Tom Marvolo Riddle, whatever. What is his name again?
Holland.
Tom Holland.
You keep referencing he who.
I don't know. It's not that I dislike Zendaya. I just don't trust her. I don't know what it is. It's white people like her too much, and she hasn't like said anything about that. I don't know. You gotta address this.
Can you imagine?
Tom Holland, I don't care for. I mean, I don't like the Spider-Man movies, and that's like his biggest thing. Yeah, I could do without both of them, honestly. I didn't watch Euphoria. No, I think I watched like half an episode of Euphoria once, and I was like, the colors were making me depressed. Like the colors and the soundtrack, I was just like, this is making me sad, and it hasn't even like really begun yet. So I think I'm good on this.
Wow.
You were heavily suggestible, is all I'm saying. Because
I just don't like dark colors and slow songs. I need
you don't like dark colors or slow songs.
Well, I do like dark colors to wear them, and not to like
your
look at
entire
them.
personality for like 10 years, bro. Like dark
not
colors.
slow songs, bro. I was listening to reggaeton. I was listening to fast paced death metal and shit.
You were listening to also beatdown records. You were listening.
Beatdown is violence.
And slow, literally slow.
Is Euphoria dark? Like,
I've
never seen it.
It's just.
I mean, it's about a lot of teenagers on drugs.
No. I mean, like,
and like dealing with like trauma.
I know what
like what do we call that? Like the cinematography. It's like it's on the darker side.
I want to check it out.
Like the way it's shot is like meant to like evoke sadness and slowness. And I was like really depressed after like half an episode in, and I was like, do I want to do this for like another season? Because I think it was only one season when I first like came upon it, and I was like, I doubt.
I get it.
I have mixed feelings about watching shows that are about high school kids.
I mean, I watch Degrassi right now if you put it on.
What's your reservation?
It's just that I'm like, I'm not that age anymore, so I don't need to just like so. Obviously, we're not teenagers anymore. A lot of people in our age group, you know, it's very easy to live in the past, so they want to hyperfixate on their teenage years. And I just don't need to watch a bunch of teenagers doing shit all the time. Like, there's mad other shit out there for adults and whatnot. I'm not saying I don't watch any of it at all. Like, I do consume some of it. It's just like, there'd be mad shows that are about teens, and like, hey, and people are like, hey, you watching this? And I'm like, no, nigga. Damn, I don't want to always watch these fucking young girls. Like, the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, bro? It's adults I'm trying to jerk off to.
You just jerk off to TV? All right, so no Family Matters for this guy. No Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Only jerk-off material.
He's going to be tempted to jerk off to, you know, Tyra Banks guest starring when she's 22 playing a 17-year-old.
Only thing I'm really trying to jerk off to is Ableton Live.
Speaking of jerking off, upon you guys' recommendation, I did try out the free use porn thing.
Our recommendation.
You said you were feeling it. You said idealistically you were feeling it.
Yeah, I didn't recommend anything to you. Don't put my name on shit, nigga. What the fuck?
Well, Cardona definitely, I don't know where he's just disappeared off to. Probably wrangling his 46 kids. But yeah, the free use porn, it's not for me, dude. It is... I feel like in principle it sounds nice, but the porn, the way it's shot, these women are very emotionless.
That's not cool.
It looks
Hold on.
kind of
what are you
sometimes.
watching? What are you watching?
I gave the free use porn a try that we suggested a couple episodes ago. Tap into that episode if you haven't seen it already, folks.
What you're watching is like the other side of it, right? So there's the other side of it where I'm at, and everybody's enjoying
free use.
No, really. Listen. It's a spectrum of, right? So like, you know, it can be that emotionless, like kind of like they're just sex dolls, which is weird. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is some good old random fucking at any point in the time. Now, you talked about loving quickies. This is a quickie lifestyle.
I don't like cookies.
Wait, you don't like quickies?
I'm the one who doesn't like quickies. Come on, gotta stop smoking weed, bro. I'm the one who does not like quickies. I'm a whole day of fucking. I don't like if we're gonna do 15 minutes here and there, like if that's all I'd rather just pass and save it for when we have a full day, a hotel room, a bottle of coconut oil, you know.
Bottle of coconut oil. Wow. This has gotten intense really quick. I don't know where'd you get the coconut oil? Like, I would be upset, especially in Detroit. That shit is solid as fuck. That shit is
microwave it for 1 minute.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Whatever, bro.
You say that in a pot of hot water, you know?
That shit looks like a crack rock in Detroit winter right now. That shit is not coming down. Yo.
First of all, listen, if you take a brick of coconut oil and put it on a human body, that melts instantly. It's like butter on a skillet, my friend. And we're going to talk about porn.
Sounds terrible at the same time.
What do you mean terrible? I love like lubed up oil porn and like massage porn.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I just thought of like a chunk of coconut oil, like melting on someone like a piece of butter. Like, you know, when you drop like a big chunk of butter, and I'm just like, ew, that's just like my brain.
Nice, though. It's got the nice
it doesn't. Some people overdo it and don't remember. Like they shouldn't be overdoing it, and then they got hot ass houses, and all of a sudden they're cooking, and you're like, you know what? Can we?
There's no way to overdo coconut oil. There's no way to overdo a bunch of coconut oil just slathering each other. All right, let me paint a more sexy picture for you, because I feel like you're not like really getting me. No, I'm going to. So you never been with your wife, right? You've never been with your wife. Let's take coconut oil out of it. Let's just say a lubricant of some kind. You never gave your wife like a full body massage and had her coated and shimmering, and then you just go to Pound Town while you're both slippery.
No one's in protest of that.
Take coconut oil out of the equation.
Because I feel like you pulled it out by the. That's the point.
X equals coconut oil. That's what.
It's the smell of coconut oil once it gets heated up on fucking skin. It's like. It doesn't always smell beautiful. It's like, you know what? Chill out. What happened?
I have yet to experience this. I had one incident where the girl didn't like the taste.
He didn't work at Whole Foods. That's why.
He said you
Bro.
didn't work at Whole Foods.
Bro,
Does organic
What
coconut
happened
oil
to
not taste good?
What happened to you at Whole Foods with the coconut oil?
you know, mad people are weird, bro. You work at Trader Joe's, like that. The granola crunchy life of people is so bad, especially like when you work at a Whole Foods. You're gonna smell somebody who's like got rotten coconut oil on them, because yeah, bro. So that I'm not saying that having a shiny like butt or, you know, shiny like, you know, body is not sexy. That shit is hot. Coconut oil is fine, but it also triggers another side of the memory where it's not pleasant. And all I'm saying is that shit's
okay.
kind of gross.
Listen, I'm talking about deep,
I'm with it.
passionate, therapeutic sex. I'm not talking about weird hippies in your 2006 Whole Foods store. Right? Take your mind out of there.
Smell
You're
is a
supposed to
very
smoke
strong
weed to fight the demons. You're not supposed to remember the hippies.
Smell is
No.
a very strong association.
Super. And that, like, if you know me, like, I have this kind of sniffer that I like. I smell things deeply, you know, and I'll remember it forever. And it's stuck in my head, bro. It's just like,
Dude, I remember there was one time recently. Did I say recently? Who cares? But there was one time where I was in a hotel in Pennsylvania on a very, very cold day. Okay.
he said recently.
So not recent at all.
Well, we don't need time frames, but you know, it was a very, very cold day, and you know, me and this woman, we exchanged full body coconut massages. We had the heat in this hotel turned up to like 80 degrees. And bro, it was like outside it's winter. It's frozen. There's snow on the ground. We're in this dead town with nothing but white people. And you know, inside it was fucking Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Love it.
It was a magical time. You know what I mean? You just smell of coconuts, the shimmery naked body. It was a miracle. It was a miracle of a time. And it just created this tropical, you know, little escape in this winter dungeon.
I support that. What hotel? Was it like one of those like adult only ones? Or was it like a legit hotel?
I'm pretty sure it was a Red Roof Inn.
Okay. I'm always interested in those adult
Red
only
Roof Inns.
ones. I'm always curious about those adult only like resort type hotels, and there's a lot in Pennsylvania, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, you mean those like dude? I hate those. Well, no, not hate those. I don't have a strong opinion either way. But I just know like
the ones that got like
the
a
guys I used to work with. Yeah, they have like the heart shaped tub. It's so tacky, dude. And like in Pennsylvania, they have a few, probably like Bayou. And like all the warehouse guys would like bring their wives there. I'm like, yo, bring your wife like to an island. Like, why are you gonna bring her to a hotel in Pennsylvania? Like, I would leave.
You know how bad
Pennsylvania is $30 and an island is $3,000, bro.
Yo,
Obviously.
you know how? Can I tell you something, guys?
Niggas just trying to fuck tonight, not now.
You know, you know, I'm never one to just jump on the Sasha wagon. The Sasha wagon's right on this one. Spend the extra money, boys, because I've been to those places as a person who is delivering stuff. Because you know, me and my wife deliver cakes and cookies, especially during Valentine's Day. People like flood that place, right? Those places are so gross, bro. They're disgusting. I was there like after a big snowstorm, and the stuff was starting to melt. They've got all this AstroTurf everywhere. Like I don't understand. Like up to the door, because it's like these outside hotel. Like it's not like a central building. Like you got to go, and there's like these separate separate cottages, but it's all one floor. So like basically your entrance is on the floor level, right? So they've got the AstroTurf right up on the door. Not only do they have that, this AstroTurf was so saturated and swollen. I literally saw it like jiggle and bubble, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, this is the worst thing. And like, I think
with cum, you think?
I think so. Saturated with snow cum. Snow cum.
Yeah,
because
no,
Frosty the Snowman blew his whole load.
I always think about that Chris Rock quote where it's like, I guess he cheated on his wife. This was like a few years ago, but he cheated on his wife. They split up, and he, in a stand-up special, he goes, you know, if you want to maintain a marriage, it's about two things, fucking and traveling, aka coming and going. So if you already live in Pennsylvania and you take your wife to a hotel in Pennsylvania, I feel like you might have married the wrong woman or a very right woman, because she wants very little from the world. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you're going from Allentown to like the Poconos and thinking like, oh, this is a romantic getaway, like you already got somebody to watch your kids. You know what I mean? Like you got somebody, your kids are in a designated spot for 10 days, 5 days, 6 days, whatever slot grandma booked off for you. And you're like, let's go 60 miles up the road. That's
okay.
Probably a weekend.
Here again is where I just jumped off the Sasha wagon. Because what I will say is, if you're with the right person, that romance is turned up in any circumstance. So, you know what? Don't hate on them too much.
Okay, I feel like I'll get you back on, though.
Even a car date is better than not, like, giving each other that time. Like, if you just fuck in the back of the car because you just looked at her, or you looked at him, or you looked at each other and you said, God damn, I need you, that's better than nothing. So cheap dates are good dates.
Okay. My love language, though, is adventure. So, like, I would feel bad if I took, like, my wife could be like, oh yeah, we could just stay in the house. We can do anything as long as I'm with you. But like in my head, I'm just like, I want more for us. I want to take you places. Sure. But I'm the type of dude, like, I've already told myself, like, if I ever get married, which is very unlikely, but if I do, I am not proposing in America, bro. We've talked about this. Like, we're going to Greece, and I'm proposing in fucking Mykonos, because I'm not going to propose and have sex in the same dirty sheets that we got chips on from last night because we were binge watching fucking Samurai Champloo.
but see, that's also romantic. I don't know, like, you know, I'm on the other side of the camp also,
I think
where I see that
be both at the same time.
Yeah, you know, they're not mutually exclusive. I think, like,
I don't disagree with you, but I think love comes in like waves and patterns, and sometimes I feel like it's not only valuable but extremely necessary to like really go left and switch it up.
Yeah. No. And again, like, I think we're still on the okay. We're back on the Sasha wagon. We're all enjoying drinks now because honestly, we realized that we were going the same way. We were on the right path.
Heat up. I'm having some Crown Royal and tea, so let me go heat up some more tea.
Drinking the Crown Royal. I Crown Royal.
I do not even remember what it tastes like.
It tastes like whiskey, bro.
I'm good then. I'm good then.
You don't fuck with whiskey? You don't know whiskey guy?
Oh,
that sounds like those. You got those like had that.
Have I never
in one night? Kind of.
Well, I feel like I've told the story 100 times in my life because it's still one of the funnier stories in my life. I did like, I want to say 6 to 7 Irish car bombs back to back, and they were all Jameson shots.
All right. First of all, can I just ask you, what was the weather? What was the weather outside when you were doing this?
It was probably like a good spring. No, like it was cool. It was cool, but it wasn't like, you know, that kind of cold with like today, like where you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like it's like it's probably like a 40, maybe it, you know, at its lowest a 39. So I want to remember it like that.
You want to drink whiskey in under freezing temperatures, first of all, especially a car bomb. You don't want to drink like milk and fucking whiskey.
It curdled on me.
Relatively
it was
warm
the worst. Bro, it was so bad. I get down and I fight. I lose my mind, right? Like, it's not the normal person that I am. This is completely warped. I'm fighting a taxi cab at the end of this story.
It's that story.
Yeah. And I'm literally punching the cab and yelling at the guy. And the poor guy was so terrified, he didn't even move. He just had no idea what the fuck to do. And, you know, this wasn't lucid, Christian. This was like me putting pieces and pieces back together. And that was, you know what? That's probably why I'll never, ever, ever, ever touch whiskey again.
What is the phenomenon where kids, like, why do we do that? Like, we would just all drink to the point of like, I mean, I was pretty good about it, but like, I feel like everyone around us just drank to the point of oblivion. Like, and like, we all knew that wasn't
we encourage
going
each
to
other.
end well. Like, why do we all, like, people, and there's people like still now who are like in college, at high school, whatever, doing that every weekend, like getting like plastered. And that's like a regular thing. Like, what is that phenomenon about? Cause like for me with drinking, I drink to be cooler. I drink to be more sociable. I drink to last longer in bed and get a little nastier. But
You
like
last longer in bed with alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
when I'm off the Henny, it never gets soft. You
I haven't drank in a while, bro. So
Oh,
it is
when
like
you
a
have
long
like,
time.
I feel like the combination for me changes very frequently, but like certain combinations of liquor, like I remember the first time I had Don Julio, bro. And it was just straight Don Julio all night. And I remember, all right, so let me paint the picture for you.
painting pictures. They're
But
always
this is appropriate.
covered
Okay,
in
this is
cum.
so just for the
we're
algorithm.
Picasso in our shit.
It is New Year's Eve is coming up, and I think we all have a good New Year's Eve story in us, and I feel like this is where it's going for me at least. So go for it, algorithm. You have been satisfied.
I don't know if I have any good New Year's Eve stories, but the first time I had Don. So, like I had told you guys before, I worked on night shift for many years. So, in my head, when someone wants to hang out late, I don't think they want to have sex with me. I just think like,
hang out.
they just want to hang out. So, a girl invites me to her home at around 9-10 p.m., which isn't like super late, but like, because I think she was unemployed at the time or like worked from home. So like in my head, I'm just like, okay, we're just going to like meet up and get to know each other. I get to her house. First of all, she is dressed very down, like booty shorts, t-shirt. Unsure if she was wearing a bra, but she's like just cleaning her kitchen. And I'm like, at first I'm thinking she's cleaning to like make us a meal and like, you know, show off her wifely abilities. No, she is not. She is wiping down the sink and pulls out this big bottle of Don Julio and says, "Would you like to drink?" I said, yeah, because I do love tequila. And yeah, you know, 4 or 5 glasses in, I'm a little rocked. And I'm like, okay, I should probably stop drinking and probably like begin the process of drinking water, sobering up, and getting ready to go home. You know, and
Not that succubus.
going home was not in her plans.
No, bro.
so we get to the business, and you know, I'm noticing that like I'm on rock and a half. I don't know if it's like, you know what I think it is? I don't think alcohol makes you stiffer, like scientifically. I think because your head is so, because I feel like most like softies come
Swimming
from
around.
your brain. Yeah, it's the thoughts, you know what I mean? But when you're like really in the sex, you just stiff the whole time. And I think alcohol just takes you there. And when I had this Don, whew, just a miracle of a time. Shout
You
out to
know
her.
what? I'll say that, like, you know, anything that can kind of dull something a little bit, you know, in a way where you're not concentrating on something that's just adjacent to you while you're having sex. Like, bro, I stub my toe, I lose my wood instantly. It is like just like down. Like any pain I'm such a bitch. Any pain that I experience during sex that isn't like, you know, something that I'm looking forward to, like it is like like
dude.
done. Like I bang my knee like into the I've got a metal bed frame and I got like one of those really like nice sturdy ones and I just hit it at the right angle. I'm done. Like, you know what? Fuck this. You know, this is like I'm done. Wood down. Sorry guys.
Metal up, wood down.
Yes. That's why it wins.
That has something to say. I totally
Rock,
like
beat,
forgot.
scissor. Metal
You were
beat,
saying
scissor?
you had
I
a
don't
New
know.
Year's Eve story?
Oh, yes. Well, New Year's Eve is always fantastically terrible for me, especially during like my single years. As a married man, it has calmed down quite a bit, but those years where I was running around and gallivanting around the town, and just getting into shit for no fucking reason. I don't know why. Like why that was something I did. Did my camera freeze? Did I freeze?
You're a little
Yes.
frozen, but I'm sure
But
we're fine.
you're fine.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what ended up happening, I remember one year, and this is a good one. We ended up going to this person's house who, I guess, was, for the lack of a better term, I guess, moving out. So there was like no furniture in it. It was just like a straight up, like terrible, like late, you know, early 20s, late teens kind of party. So we're just being a bunch of like fucking awful people. I remember talking to this girl this whole time, and like, you know, hyping up, like, you know, hey, you know, like I'm excited. I get to see you tonight. Right. You know, just playing my game, you know, and I'm drinking the whole night. Like and this is part of what triggered a memory, because I remember that night I tried 99 bananas for the first time, and it was disgusting. But it definitely lowered a lot of my inhibitions and the things that I was willing to do. So this girl, to me at least, she was like an 8.5 out of 10. Like, she was fucking fine as hell, like weeb, you know, just funny, like the whole thing, right? I ended up going to this party, and it's like, you know, we were supposed to be there like 8:00, right? You know, just chill out, you know, keep drinking, have a few. So I said, I think the party started at 8. I think we were gonna like show up like around 8:30, something like that. And I get there, not there. I think 9:30 passes around, midnight passes around, right? At this point, I'm plastered, right? I've been drinking for hours. I've been, you know, tainted with 99 bananas. And I'm like, damn, this girl really just stood me up, bro. Like really on New Year's Eve. I look hot. Like, I look great today. I got like fresh Timbs, New York City, you know, or, you know, 2008. I got fresh Timbs. I got like a varsity jacket. I'm like, I'm just looking like, you know, A1 right there. And, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. There's another girl that I'm meeting. Not as hot, but, you know, clouded judgment. Clouded judgment from 99 bananas.
Not as hot.
Not as hot as her. You know, definitly where.
I mean, you gave the first one a number. Give this one a number.
Probably a good solid 4. 5. Yeah. Like a hat.
Just so we have our numbers clear, because a 4 to me is not human.
A 4 is human. A 4 is
like a really sexy cat, like a really good-looking house cat.
She was basically that, bro. Like, you know,
like I'll pet it, but I'm not gonna fuck it.
Nah. 8.5 to a 4.
Yeah, bro. Hold on. We're back. Yeah, you know, I did, and it wasn't that great. But anyway, so we made out, but she was like a freak, and I think that was part of what was happening. Mm-hmm. She, you know, so you know what I'm saying, right? Like, so I'm on 99 bananas, and she's like talking all kinds of crazy stuff, right? Like, I'm like in my early 20s, so I'm like, she's talking about sucking my dick, like full of out, like just swallow my shit, like, you know, and I'm like, you know, all hot and bothered, so I make out with her. As I'm making out with her,
no.
She walks right in the door. The girl I've been talking to, my 8.2, who was like my perfect weeb queen at the time, and just like sees me make out with this 4. And like, you know, the 4 is taking advantage, you know, like the 4
this is assault, yes.
The 4
he came in the party perfectly sober.
That 4 realized that was a little bit of a come up, right? Cause like, you know, I had my clout. I was like walking around nice, you know, and you know, 99 bananas had given me enough like charisma, like shield. So like, I was like, you know, like just oozing, being funny.
2008, you had on just enough Axe body spray, not too much, you know.
No Axe body. No. See, this is why
it's 2008. I know you had some Axe on. It's 2008.
No.
Had some Axe on.
You want to know something? This is why I always was a little bit ahead of the game, bro. Like, I was not fucking with Axe in 2008. Axe was like late high school, maybe one time.
2004.
Bro, like, come on. Yeah. I had Marc Jacobs, okay, in 2008.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you wasted the Marc Jacobs on a 4?
On a 4, I did.
This is not a misogynist podcast.
But bro, it is not. Listen, you know, it was not somebody I would have normally been attracted to, in that level. But it was kind of one of those, like, you know, moments where you go, you know what? I came out to do something. Like, I'm not going home
That's a fact.
Without a W somewhere. But it was a real L because she saw that. And that was the biggest L I ever, like, on New Year's Eve to, like, now it's New Year's Day and I'm walking home at like 1 a.m. by myself.
The start of
dick hard and nowhere to go.
So wait, hold on. Back up.
I backed up the 4 because I was like, 4.
Oh,
So you didn't even seal the deal with the 4 because you could have went the whole way with the 4.
Fucked all the way up.
Delete.
Yeah. So
I feel like for me, I would have just went all the way with the 4.
Yeah.
No. I fucked up, and then the 4 was like, oh well, I gotta get going. And I was like, all right, and I was like, I'm gonna go talk to her, and try to smooth shit over, because I really did like this weeb queen. It did not work. Nothing got saved from that night. That was a horrible, funny ass night. I always remember it because shout out to one of our homeboys, Leaf. He brought out the Alizé and Hypnotic for no reason and started making Incredible Hulks, and that shit had me dying. I was like, you know what? It's a good night. So let's go back to that.
Speaking of teen drama,
the Nouveau. What?
But to circle back to teen drama, what must that 8.5 been going to? Because we talked about teen dramas earlier, and it's like the devastation this girl must have went through to see her her love interest making out with another girl. Oh my god! That had to be the most heinous thing in the world for her at this point in life. Because 2008, I mean, we were pretty old. We were 21 then, but
I was 18.
Yeah, even then, even 21, that's you walk into a party thinking I'm gonna fuck this man tonight. I can't wait. She was probably at a different party earlier in the night drinking, thinking about your fucking fat juicy cock, and then
she should have been at this party sooner.
Yeah, you know what? She should have, because we talked about the time for a long time. So I will put the blame at my feet, but I will say that it wasn't totally. It could have been totally avoided, is what I'm saying.
I don't feel bad for you in this situation. I feel bad for her.
If she showed up 20 minutes earlier, bro, it was the end of the party that I was like, I'm not gonna go home.
Look at you, victim blaming. If you would have kept it in your tongue in your mouth 20 minutes longer.
He's the victim. He's one of the victims.
Bro,
the victim.
Honestly,
all he had to do was wait.
And this,
wait.
Speaking of,
can I ask you a question? This is New Year's, right? Had the ball dropped yet?
It already dropped.
Yeah, it was at the end of the party.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll give you a little leeway there, because 21-year-old self is like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a New Year's kiss.
Yeah, no. I had a New Year's kiss, bro. I had a New Year's kiss
with the 4.
With the 4.
And you kept making out with her more for 20 more minutes straight in the party publicly.
The 4 was talking nasty. The 4 was talking about all kinds of crazy stuff that I was willing to do with her, because you say enough things to me, I will come. Oh, I will come. I will come.
Dude, can I just say, I love the reversal that's happened, because you guys aren't single, but I feel like in 2008, I could get a girl to say absolutely the most disgusting things ever. Unprompted, girls would say, I want to suck your this and lick your that. Da, da, da. Now what they do, they don't even tell you what they're on. They don't even tell you what they're up to. They just invite you over, and you're none the wiser. And sure enough, they got a Don Julio and a bottomless throat. You get there.
Bottomless throat.
Now it's totally reversed.
That's exactly what. And your server is good old throat goat, Nancy Reagan. Shout out to that old ass episode.
But yeah, I do not miss those days. I was having this conversation with somebody pretty recently about how bro, it was so easy to get girls to talk nasty, but to get them in person, and then you would have to hang out 4 or 5 times to get to the cheeks. And for me, that wasn't terrible, because all know I genuinely like women. So I'm down to get to know you, whatever. But there are niggas who are bro, the amount of conversations I had back then with dudes being yo, I got blue balls, bro. First of all, they don't even exist.
Yes.
No, they don't, bro.
Yes, they do. It's happened to me. Yes, they do.
Tell us about your blue balls experience, Joe.
Joey Blue Balls Hurtado.
Let's just approach it from just a medical perspective or whatever. Mm-hmm. There was a time, right, when I was younger, I was with this girl. It was my girlfriend at the time. We were doing stuff, but I had to go to work, so I had to leave. And being in the process of trying to do stuff, and then going to work, bro, it felt like I had gotten hit in the nuts Like, you know that feeling in your stomach when you get hit in the nuts? I was like, I can't believe that I am actually in pain.
And that's when you jerked off on the subway?
Because of a projected nut. No, I was at Western Beef, like, fucking sad.
So you jerked off at Western Beef?
No, I didn't jerk off at all.
Wait, you guys had a Western Beef?
Now, when did this pain subside? Exactly.
Yeah, there is still a Staten Island Western Beef.
There's still a Staten Island. That's the subtitle.
There's 2 Western Beefs on Staten Island.
So when did this pain subside exactly?
I feel like it probably took an hour or something. It was like an hour.
Okay, see, like an hour, fine. I talked about this on TikTok once because girls were asking, like, do blue balls exist, whatever. And here's what I have come up with in my researches of other niggas' balls, obviously. But blue balls does exist. I will say this, right? However, there's a couple of things nobody talks about, right? First of all, you can jerk off and make that shit go away. The pain is not going to be for fucking, like, it's not like a medical condition. Like there are very rare cases. There are very rare cases of dudes who, like, get to the point where, like, their shit hurts. Extremely rare, like 0.1% of the population. And here's the thing though, if you are in that 0.1% of the population, you will come in your sleep. Your body will get rid of that emission. So in a worst case scenario, you basically just take a nap, take a little Benadryl.
This is a little rough.
All over your sheets.
This is a little rough. This is a little rough to ask, and it's only because I'm actually curious now. Do you guys have wet dreams? Because I'm gonna be real with you. I've never had one. The context, like, okay, are we talking about like you're dreaming, no hand touching, nothing, you're not beating off, like you just wake up and there's nut.
Wake up, there's nut.
Wow. See, I have never experienced that. That sounds wild to me. Like that is that a
crazy,
normal? It goes crazy.
One. No, I had one, and let me tell you something. All right, let me tell you about this wet dream, bro. So here's my shit, right? I'm 14 years old, right? I don't get no fucking bitches. I don't get girls looking at me, and my self-esteem is so low that even when girls are flirting with me, in my head, I'm like, I make up some shit that they're not. Like, I cannot get there. But all I want in the world is women. I don't give a fuck about my grades. I mean, my friends are great, but, like, for real, I would have killed 4 of them niggas for 3-second makeout. Like, so the one day I experiment with masturbation, right? And I nut, and I'm like, wow. That was the one time I had real post-nut clarity. Because when I caught this nut at 14, my first time jerking off, I was like, I'm a fucking loser, dog. Like, my school is 70% women. 70% in a school of 3,000? Hillcrest High School, 3,000 students, 70% women. I get anxiety trying to talk to any one of them. And here I am, in my prime in my head, covered in acne, jerking off into a fucking sock. Why didn't I get a paper towel? Why didn't I get a
jerked off into a sock?
Into a sock.
It doesn't look comfortable.
And keep in mind, this is 2001. So we don't even have internet. I think I have dial-up at the time. So at this point in my life, I'm beating off to like the pay-per-view where like, so I discovered a trick where if you order pay-per-view porn and cancel it in 45 seconds, you can keep doing that over and over again for like 6 minutes. So I'm like remote in one hand, bro. Dick in the other.
Comes in. It's like, why do you have cum sluts backdoor 12 on the fucking bell? 17 times,
bro. I'm pretty sure there was a few times where like I didn't miss the mark and it wouldn't let me cancel, and it showed up on the bill, and my mom never said shit. So shout out to her. But
wow. But
let me tell you, like, I'm sitting here, remote in one hand, dick in the other, sock in front of me. I nut into this sock to like, I don't know, like Ebony Hole 6 or something like that, whatever the fuck it was on Time Warner. And keep in mind, like, this was when black porn was gross. Like, this was ghetto shit. Like, this was not like high quality, good lighting. Like, this was some nigga taped this. I don't know how this got on like.
This is pre a B bumper.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, this girl had a cold. It was a gangbang I was watching. It wasn't a gang, it was two niggas, and the girl had a cold. So she's sucking off two niggas at once, and she's like snotting and snoring, and like she's visibly sick. But I'm like, this is the only porn here, so I'm just going back and forth doing it. I fucking catch this nut. I catch this nut, and the wave of
shame,
absolute shame, just washes over me, dog. I'm like, the sun is out. It's 3:15. You know what I mean? Nobody's home. I could have a whole bitch in here right now, and I just can't get it together. So I didn't jerk off again for a full year, okay, until I was 15, and then I would cut school to jerk off because the hormones were too high. But you know, I remember.
Cutting school to jerk off sounds crazy. Okay.
Oh, I jerked off. I would jerk off and play Final Fantasy.
Tap in and let us know if you cut school to jerk off specifically. Please comment below.
Please tap in so I don't feel as shameful as I do now telling the story. But so anyway, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to jerk off. And months go by, months. And then one night, you know, I'm watching I Love Lucy. You know how it is back in the day, you know. Yeah. We had cable, but like it was like there was a point where like cable was like 40 channels, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of times where shit wasn't on. Yeah. So I'm watching I Love Lucy. It was a favorite of mine. And I fall asleep to it.
Mr. Gen Z just said he loves Lucy. You're showing your age.
35, bro.
You're showing your age.
He's gonna go and show that to all the little kids. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, let me show you this really dope thing. It's called."
It's really fat. It's super lit.
It's dope.
It just start flossing. It's like, hey guys, on your hoverboard.
Actually, you know what's crazy? This was a nap. This was in the middle of the day. This was like a Saturday. I had nothing to do. This is in the middle of the day. I'm watching I Love Lucy. And
the first chance.
I fell asleep and I had a dream. And the dream was that I'm in I Love Lucy. And Lucy is about to cheat on her husband, Ricardo, with me. And everything in this dream, this is the most vivid dream I've ever had in my life, by the way. Everything in this dream is black and white, except for Lucy's lingerie, which is red and black.
Ooh, so that goes hard for yes, because I'm hard now.
We're getting to it in this dream. We're getting the get down, and then what do we hear? Lucy, I'm home. Ricardo's home. So Lucy is like, yo. So Lucy's like, we're in the bedroom. He's at the front door. So Lucy's like, yo, you gotta hop out the window. And she's like, fuck, I'm wearing this lingerie. I can't explain this. I'm gonna hop out the window too. So we both hop out the window. We see Ricardo come in the bedroom like, oh, I wonder where Lucy is. And then he just like leaves the apartment again. And we start fucking in the tree. And bro, I woke like in the dream, I don't know what fucking feels like. I just feel like a throbbing. So I'm thinking this is Lucy pussy is fire, bro. I wake up.
Lucy pussy.
I wake up to like, when I tell you, bro, like thigh to thigh, bro, like it was disgusting.
Glued shut. Okay, that's the end. That is the end of this episode officially. Holy shit! You just said glued shut.
Gross. It was gross. It was just an ocean of jizz, bro. It was not. Oh man, I haven't jerked off in days, bro. I'm about to get to it. I'm about to put on some I Love Lucy right after this, bro.
You know what?
Probably some I Love Lucy.
Mad underrated. No, there definitely is. Mad underrated because Lucy was hot. I love me some Lucille Ball. You know, you're talking about the New Year's, and this is a tradition that always happened for me, and is no longer a thing because streaming has definitely like fucking pushed everything out of the way, right? Like I remember like New Year's Day, right after New Year's Eve. What do you watch all day? The fucking Honeymooners, and then it would be I Love Lucy.
Come on, I'm showing my age, and they brought up the Honeymooners.
Yeah.
No, see,
I accept
you're
it.
Mr. Gen Z though. That's the
you're
thing.
like,
that's important.
Sheesh, bro. Like you just start. Sheesh, bro. Like you just start. Like stop, okay, Mister. Okay.
Sheesh. No. Here's the thing. I'm Gen Z. But my mind has been Gen Z since 2001, and it just never moved past that. My daughter is now older than me in my mind. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
My daughter should pay me child support. She is wise beyond her years. I've stopped maturing a long time ago. She's still in the up and up. So where's my check?
Get a job in sensitive.
Can you imagine she just starts doing that? Like it just flips like you do the Uno reverse. You're like, haha, you're smarter than me, so now you have to go.
If I ever get super rich, I'm going to sue my daughter for fun. Character building.
Wow.
I'll lose that case, but like I'll put her in financial
That's
straits
dark.
that she can't get out of, and I'll be like, this is I'm returning the favor. Thank you, Mom.
Wow, this got dark, bro. Okay? Listen, I guess having a teenage girl is not going great.
Speaking of getting rich, can I deliver some news to the pod?
Let's go.
This is if you're this deep in, I know you're a fan of me, and I know you're going to subscribe. I'm now on OnlyFans. I haven't posted anything yet, but my
What?
my account has been approved.
Holy.
And leave what you want to see in the comments. Your boy is very down bad monetarily, and
Not.
a lot of y'all are just here because you think I'm cute anyway. So like, give me that $10 a month. I might make it $8. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you want to see on there, because this is really about to be the national meat treasure.
It finally happened. It only took 114 episodes, but it finally happened.
You should do them like that other homegirl that we talked about one time. I forget who she was, where she had amazing content for free. She had a whole ass free account, and then boom,
$25 video.
$19.99 a month. She threw the price up there.
Shit.
You know what? I know she had a good conversion rate because she had quality content.
Yo, you know what? The bag is there.
Oh, the real
right?
K Brazy?
That was her. Yeah.
The bag is there.
Yeah, her shit's back to being free. I don't know how she makes money, but like,
Oh, is it?
her content is very X-rated and very free. I don't know. Yeah, free promo. If you're the type of person who listens to this podcast and you also like, message OnlyFans girls, message at the real K Brazy and tell her to find me because we're giving her free promo. And tell her to teach me the ways of OnlyFans. Tell her to teach me the inside because I don't know what I'm doing really. I just know I'm poor and I'm overly sexual. So we gotta pick a struggle. You know what I mean?
You know what? If that's what you'd like to do, I'm all for it. Of course, Here's the thing.
I don't want to do anything. I've realized this about myself. Like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to fuck and I want to travel and I want to be in love and I want to, swim and kayak. I don't really want, like, I was thinking about that whole thing. It's about to get really serious for a second, but I was thinking about that whole, what's that thing? If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. But like, the more I research into this shit, there's like a level of like, work to literally fucking like if you want to convert your talent or your hobby into money, there is work and everything is sales, everything is cold emails, everything is marketing, like there's work involved in like everything. And like I'm sure some people get to a level where they can like for example, if you sell paintings, okay, you got to make TikTok content about your paintings. You got to hype up your Instagram about your paintings. You got to be in museums and talk to curators. And then, maybe you get to a point in your life where you're making so much money that you can outsource all these things to other people. Yeah. But there's really no way, that's years. And there's really no way to avoid work. And in my head, I have a job. I'm my current career is okay. I'm moving up. People really like me, but like, idealistically, I just want to be having a threesome in Greece, and I really want to pursue that goal above anything. And I know that having an OnlyFans is also work because it's marketing and tweeting and da-da-da-da-da-da.
A lot.
By the way, if you need an OnlyFans manager, I also got you. I know I just said I don't know shit about OnlyFans. I don't know shit about it as a man. I don't know what the fuck are on solo men's videos. I don't know what to do, but as far as what men want to see and women, I know that market far and away too well. So if you need my services, hit me up. We can negotiate. I'll get some contracts drawn up. We can do a 6-month commitment. We don't have to do anything permanent. You know, like my shit, 4 months, 3, whatever. Let's work. Let's work, because I'm trying to get to a bag, and yeah, I've really just talked too long about, what a sloth I am.
No.
I want to eat. I think about it. Like, people are like, "Oh, what do you want to do with your life?" I want to eat fruit in fucking Jamaica, dude. I don't want to fucking like. I don't want to run us. I don't want to make a tapestry or be a firefighter or whatever the fuck else. I don't want to be like somebody was telling me like, "Oh, you only have to go to school. What is it? Radiologist? Like, to be a radiologist, you only have to go to school for 2 years." I want to be a fucking radiologist, dog.
Definitely not.
Yeah, you would make a lot of money, and I can have all the tattoos I want. But like, do I want to go into a hospital every day? Do I want to be in scrubs every day? There's a level of pain involved in everything you do, and I just want the least amount of pain. And I know it's a probably pretty high level of pain if I'm jerking off on camera and no one's buying, but I'll figure something out. I'm trying every avenue I can, because the bills are due.
You get a nut out of that at the very least.
At the very least.
You get a nut.
I'll edge myself so I get that I Love Lucy heavy thigh-to-thigh nut.
Whoa, the thigh-to-thigh nut. The Lucy nut.
Content right there. If you
the Lucy nut.
Edging videos.
What if you edit that?
Videos?
What if you edit that? Like, it's like you POV, you fall asleep, and then boom, it's you and Lucy look alike, and you raw dogging her shit.
Does anyone want to film some I Love Lucy cosplay content? Keep in mind, don't be white when I say this. We're race bending I Love Lucy. We're not dealing with white women. But if you're brown, black, let me know.
I think that's a wonderful avenue. Where do we go from here? I mean, honestly,
I love how I feel like you've been extremely uncomfortable this entirely conversation. What are your thoughts on my new venture? I haven't posted anything. I don't even have like a real URL yet. I don't know what to make it. I went through the approval process,
nice,
and that's it. I don't know what to do next. I am
not uncomfortable about it. I just don't know what else to say. I think we've already told you that this was something you should have done, because there is somebody that will pay for it, because you are, not only are you handsome, you're interesting, and people want to support you in the way that they can. And OnlyFans is exactly that, right? It's for those fans. I'm going to put my link
in the very top of this episode bio. Just right at the top of the episode.
I will say this. The minute you start fucking like doing like, Master Sword dildo play in your ass, definitely don't let me know about that, because I
didn't say that was off the table. I did not say that was off the table, my friend.
Those like giant monster. Listen, not to yuck anybody's yum. Anybody doing that? Those fucking monster, like those like literally monster appendages that people like somehow get inside of themselves. Every day I marvel at God's creation. That's what I say.
So what you're saying is you watch monster dildo porn every day. Because you said the word every day multiple times. You really have to drive that point home. For research. No, you know what, I just imagine you like working from home. It's like 10 a.m. on Reddit, monster dildo porn, and you're like, this is gross. More. as I give it like stars, or I give it an award on Reddit, and I'm like, yes, disgusting. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Are they disgusting or am I? I don't know which, but I'm going to keep watching till I find out.
It's the next Vice documentary. It's
but just I mean, I've said this about you guys. If I had a wife of 8 years, I would have had a couple of OnlyFans. That just seems like the next logical step. No, there's like 9 people left that aren't naked on the internet at this point.
I think you're kind of right, and that's also like the deep question. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm very much fence sitting on this thing. I have no idea which would be the appropriate avenue. I don't know if people who do it are happier, because there's not like a famous couple besides like what Lena the Plug and Adam 22 that like actively like fuck on camera.
Here's the thing. So there are couples. The thing about Lena and Adam is that they're both independently famous. Well, Lena's famous for porn and also like an influencer, and Adam's also, you know, No Jumper, porn, this, that, and the third. So they're like the big famous couple because they do both those things. So they were already both independently famous before they ever got together. Yeah. So like in the porn space, there are like couples that are like maybe not like like they're famous enough that like they have a full-time income, but they can also go to Whole Foods and know that no one's seen them naked in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? When they're buying their coconut oils. But I don't know. So I mean, also like, do people like? I wonder if there's a market. So you know how like when you go on TikTok and you see those like couples videos or like those couples accounts and it's like all these marriage jokes. I wonder if they have that for like porn. I know they have it for porn, but like I wonder if like there's a huge market for that. Because there's definitely couples I've seen where it's like, okay, the marriage jokes are corny, whatever. But damn, you two are really hot. I would love to watch y'all fuck. So I wonder if there's just like somebody who does that.
No, definitely, right? Like, I mean,
on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I feel like that's definitely a thing.
I mean,
like, I know there's like but the thing is, it's like with those
communities, like literally.
The thing is with the couples, because the thing is like where my brain is at is like when I see like the couples TikToks, I don't get why people follow them. Like, I don't get why you want to see hours of marriage jokes or like them like, you know, like fake arguing for like a funny skit. Like a lot of these couples have like 1,000, like hundreds of thousands of followers, and I don't get it. I do not know why that niche is. So I'm sure
can't relate to it because it's not meant for you.
Right.
I mean, true, but the
who eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Or like the interracial couple ones. We've talked about this before, but like I hate. Yep. Like, how do you make 70 videos straight about how he's black and I'm white? Oh my God, we're so different. As someone who has dated many white women, I would kill myself if that was my content that I was putting out. If that was my brand. If my business and my marriage were this, like that's because they're making money. I've seen like commercials with these interracial couples, and it's just like I would. Like every day you have to film a Chris Rock joke basically from 1996.
Yep. You know what though? I do get it because it's like, okay, this is a reality we're living, right? We make all these stupid fucking interracial marriage jokes every day because that's who we are. And we realize if we just put it on, we just take our phone out, instead of having our phone in our hand here, we put it here. We can make money off of us being our regular selves. We don't have to go to our regular jobs. I get it.
No, see, the thing is,
would I do that corny shit? I mean, I guess I'm doing it on TikTok with mixing now, right? I'm like, hey, this here's while you'll mix a song with me because I'm a nice guy and I can go do. So we all have a price to fucking pay.
Well, my thing is, I get why people do it, but like it's so crazy to me because like okay. First of all, let me preface this by saying I will hit not interested or report all interracial couples on my feed, white and black, every single time. But every now and again, curiosity does get the cat, and I go through the comments just to see like what people are commenting, and it's always the same. It's always like, "Oh my God, me and my boyfriend are just like this." Because they're all white girls every time. It's like, "Oh my God, me and my boyfriend are the same way." Like he loves Frank's Red Hot, and I think it's so spicy, and I'm just like.
Frank's Red Hot is weird. Tasty.
You know what I feel like? I feel like these black and white couples, no offense to anyone listening to this or participating in this podcast, but I feel like actually no, like this doesn't even apply to y'all because like y'all are valid. I know y'all wives are straight and you are straight, but like I feel like it's basically like these couples who follow the black and white couple, they're only together because they're fetishizing. And they need like something to like back up their fetishization, so they use these TikTok jokes as like, "Oh my God, it's just like us." When it's like, "Oh my God, I can't make cornbread like my man's grandmother. It's such a struggle." And it's
whoa,
it's a personality type.
Although, can I say this? Can I say the worst thing I'm gonna ever say? The best cornbread I ever had was made by a white man.
It happens sometimes.
Yo, dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to I haven't touched base with this nigga.
Colonel Sanders is a white man. He might have stolen that recipe, But
but that chicken goes hard.
They've got a model to.
Dude,
they've got
here's the thing, though.
Person to aspire to.
It was a white man who was born and raised in Pennsylvania. Like, there is no soul in Pennsylvania food. Not even Philly. He was in, like, Pittston, Pennsylvania. Who's heard of that? It's nowhere near Philly.
Yeah.
And this guy, elite milk for sure. Shout out to Barry. I haven't talked to Barry in years. We, like, lost touch through the internet. But Barry, that nigga was Mr. Bitches, bro. He's the only man I've ever seen bag a girl at the strip club without trying. Literally, the stripper approached him.
Oh.
Barry had that cornbread recipe. That's what it was, bro.
Yeah. They were both chefs. Tell me how. Tell me how, bro. I'm dead ass.
You know what it
First
is.
of all, he's not even a chef by trade. He's one of those guys. You ever like meet one of those niggas who's like, they just are good at everything and don't make money off any of it? Like, he could paint, he could model, he could sew, he could cook. And everyone in Pittston, Pennsylvania, because this is like redneck, towny, you know, pickup truck kind of place. And everyone thought he was gay. Even me. Like, I was like, oh, you dress a little too well.
He's like, no, I'm just good at things.
Mm-hmm. And then it was me and a bunch of us. We went to the strip club one night. I think it was like my first time at a strip club. And I remember there was this girl. What was the strip club called? I think it was Diamond Club or whatever in Pittston or something like that. Something's kind of precious gem, diamond, sapphire. I don't know what the fuck. But there was this girl, fat-assed white girl with short red hair. And she was climbing this pole that was like 90 feet high and just like sliding down in slow motion. She had to be like 5'3", all ass, like just bad as fuck. And I remember she came up to Barry to get a lap dance. He got a lap dance and they started talking. They started shooting the breeze as strippers do. And she was enamored by my man's. Like, they dated for like 6 months after that. And then he cut her off. He was like, you know, like, I just don't have time to retain a relationship right now.
Yo, shout out to Barry.
Oh, wow. And by the way, Barry, can I hit you one more time? No beard. And he's like 5'5". Woo! Elite milk, my friend.
What is he doing?
Wow, we need to get Barry on the podcast, bro.
Yo, what's up with Barry? What's
Dude,
up with
honestly,
Barry?
He's like a very soft-spoken, like, he's just like, you ever like watch a movie where like there's like a dude who like comes into a bar or like a diner and there's like an old man there who just says like the wisest thing this dude ever heard? Barry's that old man, except he's like 29. like he just says like the softest, sweetest thing, and you're just like, wow, that changed my life. That's Barry. Shout out to you, Elite Milk.
That was Barry. Hope this gets to you somehow. That's what I hope. Right there. What are you guys doing for New Year's? Do you guys do anything? Like I'm old and I wanted to do something. And then the plans fell through because there's been like a lot of shitty weather over here. And
what were the plans? Okay, well, I'll preface this by saying, because you keep asking, I don't ever do shit for New Year's. I'll probably be working at the club. They haven't asked me yet, but like the club's Instagram has said there's a New Year's Eve event. I don't think they asked me last year because I think it was on a weekday and I didn't want to work weekdays. But this week, you know, New Year's Eve is on a Saturday. So they're probably going to ask me to work. But like typically speaking, I do not do anything. I don't do the ball drop. I haven't partied since the last party you and I were at together for New Year's. What was that, like 2017? Yeah, 17. That was the last time I did anything for New Year's. You don't remember that party at Mike's? That was 17 because I got... Yeah, that was a New Year's party.
No,
you champagned me. Gotta stop smoking weed, bro.
That was
no,
not
sorry. You
champagned
champagned me. No, I apologize. That was not a. Actually, yes. The last time I partied on New Year's was with you, but it was like 2012 or something. Or 10.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah,
that tracks. That does track because like I was 17. I had a kid. Like I was not hanging out with anybody.
Well, we did go to a party that year. You were there
later that year. Yeah, the potluck.
It wasn't New Year's though, but it was at the same person's house, or like the same. It's not the same person's house with the same layout.
Yeah,
I remember the lighting. That's what it is. That dim New York City lighting. But yes, that was the last time I New Year's partied for real. Was 2008. I got drugged in. No, this was 2010 with you. I got drugged on a New Year's once. I'll tell that story.
You got roofied?
Not roofied. I had a best friend growing up. I'll shout him out. His name was Kale, and we were like butt buddies till like that phrase sounds mad weird, but we were best of friends. We were the very best friends that anyone could have for like
Interesting
2 or 3 years. And I mean, we kissed, so I mean, it's not a far off word. We kissed and we tap kissed real quick in a game of Truth or Dare. I'll save that for another episode because we're already over the hour. But
he has a fin. At this point, I want you guys to realize this. He has a fin.
Yes, let's paint the picture of what Kale looks like at this point. So this is like prime emo days. So Kale is super skinny, about 5'6", 5'7", like very skinny, maybe like 110 pounds, soaking wet, very tight, all black clothes, black and red eye makeup. The emo was emoing. And, you know, I don't know how familiar anyone is with the 2008 emo scene. This was 2007 going into 2008. And he had like his hair, he had one bang like gelled over his eye at all times. Keep in mind, this man is also Puerto Rican, so his hair is very curly, and no straightener was like really curling it really straightening it the way it should. So he had this bang that was like kind of wavy, it looked like a giant cornflake, and he would like tie the back of his head up and then also gel and straighten the back. So it was kind of like a big turkey kind of thing going on there in the background, but it was like wavy. It just looked like like if you glued a bunch of Tostitos chips together, you know? And,
and you were talking about me kissing a 4. Kale is below
that was a game of Truth or Dare.
That iteration is below a 4. That iteration was below 4.
There was a girl I was talking to who I guess she wanted me to cuck her by kissing Kale in a game of Truth or Dare. And I don't know. We'll look next week's episode of National Meat Treasures. Next week's episode. I'll talk about it on the OnlyFans. When I have a link for you, I'll let you know. Or you know what? Just search my TikTok URL. I think that's gonna be in the outro. Like, OnlyFans. Nothing like lips. But
that's our first ad. That's our first ad. We'll just make.
So anyway, me and my friend here, we you know, clearly by the way I've described his looks, you can tell that this man went down a path of drugs, and that's why our friendship is over. Amongst other reasons, but that also too. But he had gotten into antidepressants real early on, 2007, very early in the game for that, and. I remember there was a night we were going to this party in the Bronx, and this man is talking to me about antidepressants, and he's describing how they feel, and I don't really like get what he's saying. And he's like, "Hey man, just try it." Pulls an unwrapped pill, just an unbottled pill, out of the top pocket of his shirt and throws it in my mouth, and I choke on it and swallow it.
No lint.
I don't know what. No bottle, no wrapping, just. Right out of his fucking shirt pocket.
Raw pills.
Raw pill. Keep in mind, he's 5'5", so he had to jump a little bit to get it in my mouth. I'm 6 feet, so he kind of dunked it on me.
And you sucked his finger. Is that what you're saying?
Nerved me. There were fingers. Yes, his fingers were in my mouth. Like literally, he like finger in my mouth, throws the pill, like dunks the pill in. It's in the back of my throat already. I have a crazy gag reflex. So I'm gagging, and I just swallow the pill.
What an episode to tell people you got a gag reflex.
Dude, you never brush your teeth a little too far back. You brush your tongue a little too aggressively. It goes. You're about to throw up. It's 8 a.m. You brush.
What an episode to tell everyone you got that gag reflex.
Growing up in my parents' house, if you didn't gag yourself, you weren't brushing your teeth thoroughly enough. Yeah.
Oh my god, what's going on at the
time? Was your mom like watching you in the bathroom, making sure you gag?
Nah, but like if she didn't hear you. She'll pull up on you like,
hold on,
what the back of that throat, boy?
Like what? So
you got the back of that throat, boy.
You ain't gag yourself, my nigga. You ain't clean back there.
I'm just saying.
Let me just go.
That sounds like a
you got a big
right
family.
There. You got the back of that throat, boy.
You got a big family. Here's the scenario. You're all rushing out the door. You're trying to get. You're running late. So it's just like 7 motherfuckers going, it's because otherwise your mom's gonna be like, you better get the back of your throat, boy. And you go, and she's like, all right.
So every morning there's a bunch of niggas gagging.
The highest of cleanliness standards.
I believe it.
home with my parents.
I believe it.
But
yeah, Kale made you gag on a pill.
so I'm gagging
Hey, you
the
suck his
pill, I'm
finger.
gagging, and I just swallow it, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is happening now.
I would
So
have fucked him up.
we go to this party in the Bronx, and like I think we were coming from Queens, so it was like a long ride on the train, right? So I'm not feeling anything. Like this train ride had to be like minimum 45 minutes, so I feel nothing as of yet, right? So we get to this party in my friend Peter's basement, and you know, we're partying, we're chilling, I'm drinking. I have entirely even forgotten I've taken this pill at this point, because this is a quick transaction. And I just remember, I don't know if it was the alcohol that kicked it in or if it was just the pill by itself, but suddenly I am the most depressed I have ever been in my entire life. Like, I want to die. Like, I'm not like hallucinating or anything. I'm just like, I just feel like I'm moving through mud. I'm just like, I just want to fucking sit down, bro. So
That
then
sounds awful.
I go. So this is why I don't understand the epidemic. But so then I go upstairs to Peter's room and I'm like, I'm just gonna go check my MySpace. As you addressed in the last episode, I wasn't MySpace whore, so I was always on MySpace. So I go upstairs, I'm about to sit down, and keep in mind, Peter lives in the Bronx. I don't know any rich people in the Bronx, right? So Peter's computer chair, just this shit had to be made out of plywood. There was no cushion on this thing whatsoever. So I go to sit in this computer chair with my tight ass emo jeans on, and there's a Zune in my back pocket, and I sit at just the right
Shout
angle.
out to Zune.
Cracked the screen of the Zune. I heard it crack.
Down bad.
I take it out my pocket. It still works, but the screen is cracked, and like one half of it's like that, weird like blue green color.
I remember.
Bro, just I couldn't even muster the strength to cry about it. Just 3 tears just rolled down the one eye. And I just sat on MySpace, and then I think I crashed at Peter's house. Oh no, I crashed at Peter's house. And I think that same night, I could be confusing by nights, but I think that same night, some girl like tried to take advantage of me. I think I passed out in his bed, and I like woke up, and it was this girl. My fingers were inside of her, and I'm so fucking sad. I don't even want to. I'm just like, oh god, this is gross. I wake up and I'm like, my hand feels really warm, and I'm like, what the fuck? And
This
I
is
look
a
over, and
crazy
she's
episode.
like grabbing my hand, like shoving it in. I was molested, dog, and I'm just like off the pill, like, no, this is gross. And I just kind of pull my hand out of her, and I try to go to sleep, but the smell is on my hand. But I'm like too sad to get up and wash. So I'm like there for like 20 minutes just with this and I wash my hand with the slowest pace, and I go back. Y'all bitches was out of pocket in 2007 going. That's how somebody started their year, my G. That's how somebody fuck my drug. If anything, that was a learning experience for me. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't like antidepressants, but this bitch tried to rape me, basically rape my hand. If I didn't wake up, I don't even know what might happen, bro. That's crazy. I just remember that just now. That's the first part. I always knew. That second part, wow.
Another crazy story to unleash on the same episode. You tell people
this is why you wanted to ask, and I haven't done anything on New Year's since.
I'm sorry.
I have done maybe a handful of like bars or parties, but usually let's just tame it down. I stay in the house for New Year's.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what a bummer.
What about yourself, Joe?
Thank you.
So this year, we are actually having a release party. 2 days before New Year's is when we're having our party. So this is our New Year's celebration release party for 303 BAMs. In all honesty, that is this Thursday. That it happens to be the very evening that this is dropping. Tonight, I will be at a specific studio in New York City. It is invite only. Niggas can't just pull up to this shit. Celebrating, kicking in the new year with a new fucking album. In all honesty, 303 BAM. We turning it up. Usually on New Year's, I don't know. I just go with whatever. There's never really much turning up. I'll usually just maybe end up at my parents' house or a friend's house. Nothing too crazy. Just wherever I'm going, I'm just, chilling out because I'm trying to be focused on the real prize of getting my shit together. Just like every other New Year's, Pinky.
I can't remember what Pinky says. Like zoinks. Besides that, what are we gonna do tomorrow, brain?
Yo,
yeah.
Pinky, that had a fucking
the same thing.
That's crazy.
Wait,
we just made fun of people with disabilities.
Oh yeah, no, it was
had like a fucking like Tourette syndrome.
He had a lot. Look, if we deep dive in that, we're definitely
Pinky
not coming out of. Yeah.
I always thought Pinky was a she.
Why?
You think about the porn star.
No. This was pre-porn star. This was pre-Pinky. This was pre-pink hair. This goes back to
Pinky goes crazy.
Me not being able to cross the street on my own.
Well,
okay.
Well, thank you for making me unveil that trauma that I literally
really
buried so deep in my
What
mind.
happened to you, bro?
I'm glad we brought
your
it.
hands right now.
Brought it back up.
I want to take your hands and go to a sink and get a lot of soap and some really warm water and just wash.
I mean, they smell like Crown Royal and green tea right now, so we're good to go.
You don't like the Crown Royal, bro? I saw your TikTok. You said you didn't like the Crown Royal.
So the regular Crown Royal. So I got gifted Crown Royal and Crown Royal Apple, and I guess that's a really black thing to drink that I've never drank before. The Crown Royal by itself tastes like it's paint thinner, bro. Like that is. That shit would I took a sip of that. I had to check if I still had eyebrows, bro. Like that shit was disgusting. The apple is equally gross, but only because it's so sweet. Like, y'all know I don't drink sugary drinks at all anymore. Splenda gang. But like that Crown Apple was like so sweet. So if I water it down with something, it's pretty fine. But like the regular one, I don't even know what to have with that shit. Like, I don't know what do you do besides that? Besides melt your tires? I don't know. Like, you could power a car with that shit.
I got no opinion. I got no options for that because all I drank was coquito. That was about it, bro. Like that's the only way I'm enjoying alcohol. It's like masked with a lot of things, like as much crap as you can put in front of it. Because I don't like to taste alcohol.
My thing about coquito is I do love coquito, but I can only really have 3 glasses because the milk and the alcohol and after that I gotta get something straight. I gotta get something like a tequila in me. It's like kind of the same as beer. How you like when you drink Jack Daniels, you don't get full drinking Jack Daniels, but you get full drinking tequila. You get coquito. You get full drinking beer.
Yeah.
I don't like that full feeling when I'm drunk.
Bitch up, bro. That's why you pack that bitch up with rum. And you hope to goodness that the second cup gets you.
Dude, I love when I drink coquito and the consistency is so thin. I'm like, oh, there's just this much flavor in there and this much rum.
Oh, it's coconut essence. It's the LaCroix of coquitos. It's the LaCroix of coquitos. It traveled next.
You literally just held a coconut above a bottle of rum.
just you held it above back and forth. What you do is you pass it back and forth, and you're putting on Tito Puente songs as you're doing it. So it transfers the coquito essence into it. It's wonderful.
You take a bottle of Brugal and you 3D print a coconut next to it.
3D print,
and you just throw some nutmeg in there. You throw some nutmeg on top of the situation.
I would absolutely eat a 3D printed.
3D printer.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. I like coconut. Shout out to coconut. But it has been a wonderful episode. It is the last episode of 2022. It is going to be a crazy year. I already feel it. I am thankful for everyone that checks us out again. But we love when you guys comment, and the comments go crazy sometimes. Some people say some great things. They make me laugh, make me chuckle. So you know what? Even the ones that just say first, we love you. So have a good time. Have a safe time. Don't go too wild, okay? But go wild enough. And celebrate yourself. Be happy that you are who you are. You made it through this year. You're fucking badass. Even if you aren't, you're still fucking a human being. And enjoy this fucking cup of whatever for right now. For 5 seconds.
Yes, proud of you for making it through the year. I'm proud of me for making it through the year. Drop a comment on what you accomplished this year, what you hope to accomplish next year. Or, just say fuck it. Just say in the comments, if you just want to continue doing what you're doing and have no desire to grow or change, I'm proud of you too. Drop a comment that says fuck it in the YouTube. Keep sharing all the clips. Go back and share some old ones if you'd like. Send it to a friend. Send it to your grandma. Shout out to my number one favorite fan who told me she sent this to her Spanish aunt. And it was, you put on your national mi treasure. And increasing the elderly in our fan base. And follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram, and possibly also at onlyfans.com/@thin.cruel.lips. If you don't want to see me degrade myself on the internet, share some clips. If you do, pay some money. And follow at National Meat Treasure on Instagram and TikTok, and at NMT Pod on Facebook. Also, share our clips on Facebook. They get a little more traction there with strange white people. But hey, good to broaden our audience. Maybe we'll reach Andrew Schultz, knows one day, and I can tell him that, hey, making jokes on Akash. I want to get on Flagrant 2 so bad so I can call Akash a coon, bro. There was an episode where they made Aladdin jokes on Akash for 15 minutes straight, and I was like, bro, you're a fucking coon. You let a white dude and a black dude, two white dudes and a black dude, one white dude being French, call you Aladdin for 20 whole minutes. I understand the bag is very big on.
I mean,
dude, he sat there. His face definitely made it seem like they had a conversation afterwards. But the fact that I as a brown person, bro, don't go out like that. I know Andrew Schultz's whole thing is oh, everybody's not white except me, so I can say that. But have a little bit of a backbone, bro. You have a very rich culture. But anyways, let me get off my high horse there. Take it away, Joe.
Nah, turn up, King. Fuck
yeah.
Follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and whatever other social media platform you are on. Look for me at Saint Thrillah. Stream In All Honesty by 303 Bam. It is on Spotify.
Is it dropping Thursday?
It is dropping on Friday, 12:30. But by the time most people remember that they heard the date, it's gonna be a couple days. They're gonna be like, oh shit, the second or third time they listen to this episode, when they go back.
But even if you're listening to this episode in real time, pre-save that shit, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Also, we're putting a new 303 Bam snippet in our intro. So if you like that snippet, go check out In All Honesty. Drop it on Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fucking kick it in the new year with some new fucking tunes. And I'm also proud of you for making it through the year 2023. We're gonna keep fucking going because we didn't get through 2021 and 2020 for no fucking reason.
For no
reason.
reason.
And we're still here. We're going fucking strong. The meat is strong. It's a treasure. All right. Fucking the whole country nationally.
Yeah.
And this national meat.
Yeah, because we're national.
We're
Okay.
national.
One day we'll be international, and we'll figure out how to
No, we totally are. We totally are.
International meat treasure.
We got.
Ooh, that sounds better.
We got
International
grandmother. We got so-and-so's grandmother.
Oh, you right.
We are international. We have listeners in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my mother,
and a couple other countries.
My mother and my father sent it to
What? Your mom and dad
Canada,
to listen
my
to
uncle
us?
in Canada.
Yo.
Oh yeah, my parents were telling me they listen, and I was like, oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Weird.
I am sorry ahead of time. We've
But they sent it to my uncle. Shout out to my uncle Mono. He's in Canada. He's from Colombia. He's probably back in Colombia now.
oh shit! It's international meat treasure.
We out here. The internet. We're fucking the world.
We are. You know what? Everyone's having a good
Smacking
time.
the world.
Okay, Joseph. Hold back a little bit. It's cock slapping like salami beef. It's been a good episode. It's been a good time. Happy New Year. Enjoy yourself and good morning.